Hi, I'm Belle, welcome back to my channel. Today is Wednesday, the 8th of May 2019, and yesterday, Tuesday, I went and weighed in. So, I was in two minds about whether I should continue to record weigh-in updates like this, or whether I should take a little bit of a break from doing them. Because at the moment, as I've mentioned, I started my new job 4 weeks ago, and it is taking everything out of me. I am absolutely knackered all of the time, and settling into new hours, new pattern, new life, and a ton to learn is meaning that whilst Slimming World is absolutely still a priority, it's not my number one priority at the moment. And last week when I gave you my weigh-in update, I let you know that I had lost 2.5 pounds, but I was aware that bad habits had started to creep in, like having biscuits on my desk and sweets and things like that. And this week I've really worked hard to get better at that, but it's still a work in progress. I have definitely been better than last week, but I've not been perfect at all. I have tried to have more filling breakfasts at home, and tried to just dig deep in terms of willpower to not have as many snacks. But I've definitely still gone over on my sins a few days this week, by quite a few. And also at the weekend, we went out for the day as a family, and went to this lovely place in Sussex, and they had an amazing cafe. I went on a lovely long hilly walk, and there were like sheep and lambs, and yeah, so I gave it everything on the walk. But when I was in the cafe, I had a fruit scone, and I had quiche and salad and new potatoes, and the quiche was definitely not a Slimming World friendly crustless quiche. It was delicious, but it definitely was not on plan. So I definitely went over my sins that day too, but I had a lovely day. And this week I really have tried to dig deep in terms of motivation. At the weekend, when I did have a little bit more time, I watched back at some of my old videos to try and get back to the time where in the autumn I was absolutely on it and so driven and so determined. I went back and looked at my old Instagram photos from last summer when I was really motivated and determined to try and remember what I was eating and like how I was feeling. I watched some other people's videos, so I know some of my fellow YouTubers are absolutely smashing it at the moment. It's lovely to have Gemma from Gemma's Journey back on, and she motivated me that when I went to group yesterday, I picked up a food diary, because on the weeks where I've done really well, I have used a food diary, and yeah, so moving forward, that is something that I want to do this week. And yeah, I've been loving having Katie Jane's What I Eat in a Day videos, and I've enjoyed watching lovely Tracy Mouse this week. So I've really been trying to like get my motivation from anywhere I can, because I do still want to lose weight, but it's just at the moment my weight loss probably is going to be a bit slower until I can until that sort of switch flicks again, and I get back to that place of like total focus and determination. At the moment, all I can really give it is just a kind of continued push in the right direction. And so yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm committing to continuing to weigh each week, but scale wise, when I went to group yesterday, I got on the scales and I put on 0.5 pound, meaning that I weighed in at 12 stone 6, and my weight loss to date is 2 stone and 0.5 pound. So half a pound on is obviously not ideal, but it is totally deserved. I can't tell you that I have been following the Slimming World plan 100% all week. That is not the case. I have, on the days where I have done Slimming World properly, I've absolutely loved what I've eaten, particularly at the weekends. I recorded a couple of videos at weekends and I had like baked oats, and I had like I did Slimming World chips in the act fry, and I really enjoyed everything I ate. And I just love my weekend days where I can really like take my time to enjoy my meals and plan what I'm eating. I've got an oven and a hob and stuff. Like in the week where, you know, you're often eating your lunch while you're working and you're at your desk and like the phone's ringing and it's like super busy, I just like, I do enjoy my food, but I don't know, just at the weekend it is like the food is more fun, isn't it? Where like you can take your time a bit more with what you eat. I have deliberated a little bit over this week about whether I should continue with Slimming World or whether I should go back to Weight Watchers, because some of the photos I was looking at from last summer was during a brief period where I did Weight Watchers online, and I loved having the app. And if I did go to Weight Watchers group, one of the great things about Weight Watchers near here is they do an early Sunday morning group. So obviously in the week I have no time at the moment, and it's a bit of a struggle to get back to an evening group, whereas being able to weigh at the weekends, which I could do at Weight Watchers, would be brilliant. So I have deliberated a little bit back and forth on that, but to be honest, I haven't got time to decide at the moment, or to go and join somewhere else, or to even contemplate a change where I already obviously know this sort of Slimming World plan inside now. But also, I don't think the problem is really what plan I'm doing. I think the problem is just like sticking to whatever I'm doing. It would be exactly the same if I did Weight Watchers. Like I obviously can't eat unlimited biscuits on Weight Watchers either, so I don't think the problem is that I'm doing Slimming World. I think the problem is that my head's not really in the game. Like it's more in the game than it was last week and more than the week before, but you know, I just need to kind of keep going. So yeah, hopefully having a food diary this week is going to help. What I'm going to do, so this is the food diary. I know that I've had great success where I've used this in the past, as I've said. But what I want to do this week is, even if I have a day where I do go over on my sins, or I give in and eat 3 biscuits or something, what I want to do this week is actually look the biscuits up on the app, write them on my piece of paper, and actually like have it in black and white, like what I've done. Because what I've got into a habit of doing over the last couple of weeks is, and as I say, I have been better this week, much better than I was the week before, but on the day, I just haven't really kept a food diary over the last couple of weeks, and I think that's probably one of my problems. I have ordered a couple of new ones from Princess Planning, or Princess Planners, or whatever they're called, so those food diaries will arrive hopefully in the next couple of days. But yeah, one of the sort of the things that over the last couple of weeks where I haven't been really doing it properly is I haven't written everything down at all, because I've had these days where I've been going over on my sins. So I've written it down on the days where I'm like on it, but on the other days I haven't tracked at all really, and that's very unlike me, because I'm normally like super good at keeping a diary. So yeah, moving forward, I really over this week want to use my diary. And other than that, my other plans are just to kind of keep going, one foot in the front of the other, and just taking it day by day. I've committed to this journey. I will not quit, even when I don't want to go to group, I don't want to weigh in, I fear it's going to be a gain. I'm still going to keep going. And I just think sometimes it is about memento and just like keeping going in the right direction, even when you don't want to, even when you don't want to weigh, even when you are finding it tough, just to like dig deep and keep putting one foot in front of the other and keep going. Because yeah, that I think is eventually what will get us to where we want to be, and hopefully like things are just going to click, things will just kind of click in my head at some point. I know that I'm doing better behaviours than I was last week, and that in turn, as I say, is better than the week before. So like hopefully eventually by just like keeping going, eventually everything is going to click back into place. I'm going to get back to the point where I was a few months ago, where I was really determined, really motivated. But yeah, as I say, at the moment, it's just doing my best, really. And I'm sorry I'm not coming onto this video and being like, yes, I've been great all week, because I've been better, but I haven't been perfect. I know I shouldn't use that word perfect, but I haven't been on it 100% all week. So anyway, that is my week. I've obviously rambled on, as I always do. But anyway, how are you all getting on? Let me know. If you've weighed already, comment below and let me know what your results have been this week. And if you haven't weighed yet, good luck. I hope it all goes well. And yeah, I hope everyone has a really, really great week ahead. And yeah, I will see you next week, where hopefully I will have a loss. Take care. Bye.